Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will have the football first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down to the 35.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Extending the play. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Kentucky right back to the line.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They're deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
With the catch, it's Gilmore. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Ball at the 31, third and short, coming defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this defense has kind of been up and down on this opening drive, right? That's their second sack, which is good. They need more of those plays, but they've given up a lot of yards. Down here, this part of the field, man, this defense is going to have to find a way to make a few more plays to keep them out of the outside.
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. They put on the heat, and they blocked it. That's a live ball. He's loose down the middle. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end. Wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Now the play fake. Rushes on him. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offense.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. The LSU Tigers offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physicality. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
And he's brought down after a nice game. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment. four-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Throwing right. He's got it. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down, and likely going to...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. On the run, it's Wilcox. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Kentucky going quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Might be looking to run. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll leave it with him. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's a heat. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Daly. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. So after the break, they'll go back to work. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires on the run. Catch and stride inside the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly, because this has been way too easy.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
LSU 21, Kentucky 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. They booted away on 4th down. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll run it from the gun. At midfield, he's got room. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty damn quick.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
He'll take a deep shot here. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The corners are walked up tight. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. They got mauled on the last play. Do they have anything that'll work on 3rd and goal? And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Kentucky.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
He's tackled.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play on. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense in Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that too.
To the air on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. Hauls it in. At the 40, there he goes. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Hill. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, LSU. And And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. South Carolina is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over Arkansas. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Snagged in the middle. It's Washington. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Gonna run it. It's Wilcox. He's gonna lose a yard on that one. Kentucky right back to the line. Snap from the gun on third down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Punt is in the air. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
17 on the play. Good enough for a first down.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable.
Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Quick release by the QB. There he goes. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, He's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets it past the marker. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw.
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. The offense cashing it in on that drive. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot. So much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Gives it on the option. And some room to work. Got enough for the first down. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got him downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll pull it on the read. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle.
Kentucky, 21.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Leaves it with the running back. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to power their way ahead. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. It falls incomplete, and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Knight. They're setting up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
It didn't look to me, guys, like the QB and his target were on the same page on that outbreaking route. I'm not sure if they both thought it was man or zone or what was happening, but I think that helped lead to the incompletion.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got an open man. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He'll try to do it himself. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. LSU lining up 1st and goal.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. On the run, it's Wilcox. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They go right back to it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
So now it's Second and long. Got his man downfield. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and are still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernails. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.